Hello and welcome to my first YouTube video. Today's look, I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm taking the shade Warm Taupe as my transition shade. I'm also using the brush that came with the palette. It's really nice, really fluffy, and I'm just taking that Warm Taupe shade and applying it into my crease and really trying to take my time and blend that out. And then I'm just going to do the same thing on the other eye, making sure I'm blending and building up at the same time. So the next shade I'm taking is called Antique Bronze, and it's a really pretty brownish color, and it has a little bit of shimmery reflex in it, and I'm taking that to kind of deepen it up and make it a little smoky and bronzy at the same time, and just building it up to make sure I like the coverage and the color. And then I'm going to take this really pretty shimmery shade called Primavera, and I'm putting that on with my finger. I think shimmery shades really go on super nice when you use your finger. And I also decided to use the brush to just take that color up a little bit higher. I feel like when you take the color up higher, it kind of makes your eye look a little larger and just makes it look really, really pretty. And then I'm taking the shade Cyprus Umber and putting that on my outer lash line, and not really like a wing, but kind of just to like smoke it out a little bit and make it a little deeper. I did add lashes. These were the Demi Wispies by Ardell. And then I'm taking the Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream as my moisturizer. Just rubbing that in, making sure my skin is all moisturized because I'm super dry now that it's the winter time. And then I'm taking the Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream under my eyes as well, and making sure those have moisture so my concealer goes on smoothly. And then I'm also using the Banana Bright Face Primer by Henriksen as well. I got the whole skincare set over Christmas time. Shout out to my sister. And then I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 230, shaking it up, making sure it's all good to go. And I'm going to apply that with a beauty blender. For me, I really like using a beauty blender instead of a brush to apply my foundation. I feel like it really pushes the product into my skin really well. And then I'm also just taking this in layers and making sure I'm building up the coverage that I want. And next I'm using the Corrector Duo by EveryHueBeauty, and I'm using the concealer side. It's a little bit orange, and I use that actually as my corrector. I'm just going to blend that in with my finger. And I'm going to take the, what is this? Maybelline concealer, the Age Rewind concealer in the shade Light. And I'm going to apply that under my eyes and just mainly to the high points of my face to brighten and conceal wherever I feel like I need some concealing. And then I'm going to use the other side of my beauty blender to blend that out and make sure it's blended well with no creasing or anything like that. Taking my time with this because I want to make sure it's blended well and there aren't any harsh lines of demarcation or anything of that nature. And then to set everything, I'm going to use the Dermablend Loose setting powder. I am a Dermablend partner, and I will leave the website link in my description box below. And I don't like to use a lot of powder. I feel like a little goes a long way. I also don't like to look dry since I already have dry skin, and I'm just really pressing that in with my beauty blender as well, making sure that everything is set and good to go. Then I'm going to use this Trio palette by EveryHueBeauty as well, and I'm using that dark brown shade on the end as my bronzer. So taking it on the side of my cheeks and like around my temples, upper forehead area, making sure that's blended, and I'm kind of going in like an upward, like stippling, patting type of motion. I'm also taking it under my chin because we want to make sure that area is snatched and looking good. And then I'm going to take the Juvia's Place blush palette, that dark shade in the upper corner, and I'm using that to kind of like set that bronzer because it's like a cream base and I want to make sure that that's set. And then I'm going to take the same shades, the warm taupe and the antique bronze, under my eye near my waterline a little bit, and I feel like just adding shadow to that area really completes the eye look. Then I'm adding that Rimmel London Nude eyeliner to my waterline. And here I'm adding just some mascara to my bottom lash line. This is the Benefit Roller Lash. I'm gonna add my favorite highlighter. This is by Luna Cosmetics and it's called Electra. And then I love to put a little bit of highlighter down the center of my nose and also on the tip of my nose. I feel like it just makes my nose look really snatched and cute. And then I did add a lip liner. I'll leave that in the description box. And then I'm just putting MAC Velvet Teddy on my lips. Really pretty nude. Love this color. And let me use a little bit of blush. Just to complete the look. I like a little bit of blush. Add a little color back to your face. And then I'm setting everything with the Morphe setting spray. It smells really good, by the way. Almost forgot my inner corner highlight. I'm using the shade Vermeer just to add that little pop and just complete the eye. Okay, and now we are good to go. Everything's all set. I took my pin curls out and here's the completed and finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give my video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video.